Okay, the postal service is like killing me. My packages from High Desert Orchids are arriving crushed. Now, this week's package isn't nearly as bad as last week's. It was open when it arrived, but I think it's pretty bad. I mean, this entire corner is in. So I'll have to unbox it and see if everything arrived correctly. Last week's did not arrive in one piece. My Schomburgkia apple purpurea was pretty crushed. Alright, now that I'm clear of cats, I can open up this box. Also, helpfully last week, Pinto came and chewed all the crushed leaves because he's nice that way. Oh, I can't even get to the press. This is pretty bad, don't you think? Oh. It looks like just the end of this is crushed, and it feels like that's maybe the top end, so that's good. Just 3 plants. So, looks like we may survive the crushing here. Let's open the one that looks actually like it's been damaged. That will be the most disappointing one. This is at the end. This is the crushed side over here. And that turned out to be, oh, wiring, good. So that was wire that was on the crushed end. So great. Oh, it's a hanging one. So awesome. Jeannie, can you stop sniffing the phone? Ordered 2 brasses off the weekly auction. It's really hard. I kept asking for them, and then other people would beat me on the bidding, and then I guess they would cancel. So I kept going back and saying, hey, I want both brassavolas. So this is Gardneri Valley Isle by Maui. And I have to protect it from Pinto, because he's here now. Pinto. Well, just eat the paper then. Eat the paper. Though paper's not good for you. Here's the other one. So this is Flagellaris. It's right here. So great, they both arrived. I need to take them outside because Pinto is a munchy rat. Right here. No, don't, no. Don't eat them. He's eating the paper I put over. You get to see his big butt. No, Pinto, don't eat them. Don't eat them. All right? You ate them last week because it's fast enough to stop you. I'm unpacking some orchids that were crushed. These boxes keep arriving crushed. And this tiny tiny little, it's a twinkle yellowbird. It's a plug. So I just thought I would add a little bit about high desert orchids and how I'm buying my orchids from there. So there are a bunch of orchid sellers on Facebook, and what they do is they have auctions in either like a public page or a private group, and these are these live stream auctions, and they basically video feed selling the orchids one day a week. Maui Orchid Whisperer also does this, and people basically comment sold when they want to buy something. So that's why I was saying that it was so hard for me to get the brassavolas that I wanted, because I was shouting sold and other people were shouting sold, and there's some delay, so I was get seen really late and I couldn't get them, and then apparently the other people backed out, so that's how I ended up getting my brassavolas. But this is the Schomburgkia albopurpurea right here that I bought. This is actually not off the live auction. She had some leftovers and I bought this, and this is the one that got really crushed, so you can see that, you know, this leaf is now dying, and then over here is the leaf that was crushed and that Pinto generously chewed on to damage it even more. I bought a few things from High Desert Orchids now, usually just one or two items. The stuff is really small and really young generally. I'm not getting a lot of blooming size items. She's a bit of a reseller, so this is over here. It is an example of the reselling. So this right here is an orchid that's in bloom. It is Aka's Aloha Dream Dust, and what she does is she gets orchids in from growers, and these are the things that she sells in her live stream, and I think she may sell a few things out of her own collection, but a lot of stuff is reselling. And so this was blooming size. Actually, it was averagely priced was about $18, and but most of the buds blasted, which she said would happen because, you know, she's getting this in from wherever, I would assume like Hawaii, and then of course it's sitting in New Mexico for a week, and then it's getting repackaged and sent on to some other place in the US. So, you know, a lot of the flowers don't make it, but one did, and I got this one because I really like Dicattleya Chantilly lace, and that's one of the parents of this, and I have been unable to get Chantilly lace. It seems like people aren't breeding it anymore. Chantilly lace has Bretonia in it, and it just hates being repot. So basically I had one, it was doing okay, then I repot it, and it died. So yeah, I don't know. Anything with Bretonia does not do well with me repotting. I am not good at repotting them. So that's a blooming size. And I'm only a pseudo fan of these live auctions because of course people are like really aggressive about bidding, and it's hard to get stuff. You have to watch the whole thing, but of course it then also encourages you to buy. So for me, what happens is that if I only get one item, then the shipping is really expensive, because the shipping is between $10 and $15, and I might buy a $7 orchid, and then there's $15 shipping, which is twice as much. So that's really why I'm not as into them, but you know, I'm trying them out versus like say buying on eBay. So that's High Desert Orchids, and like I said, how I am getting orchids via auction. One final comment in this video blog. So the best deals for plants usually come from my local orchid society. So this right here is Habenaria. It's Habenaria Regineri Gabby. It's awarded. My local orchid society has a grower who just is amazing with habanerias, and they get awarded like every year, and he mistakenly thought he was giving a talk at our last meeting, but he wasn't. But he had brought in 2 little habanerias for the raffle because he thought he was giving a talk. And so I usually don't participate in the raffle, but hey, you know, I can get 6 tickets for $5, and so I did, and I won one of his habanerias. So that is my other really awesome acquisition for this week.